Welcome to Morning Manna, May the 4th, 2021. This lesson is on stewardship, escaping financial bondage. There are keys that we can use to escape financial bondage. There are certain principles that we can follow to avoid monetary pitfalls. Below are a few suggestions that will help us to escape those pitfalls. Number one, we must set a standard of living that is right and proper for us. The scripture warns us not to compare ourselves with our brothers and sisters. In 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 12, it becomes dangerous when we make decisions for our own family based upon what others or other families can afford. Sometimes our children ask for those things beyond our means. Living within our means takes a great amount of discipline on our part if we are to be successful. Number two, when we set a standard of living, we must set it within what we earn. The mistake of living on borrowed money or easy credit will create great hardships in the long run. Paying as we go causes the going to be a little slower. But when we arrive, we will get there on our own. Therefore, we own where we arrive. We must buy within our blessings. Financial blessings, number three. The financial blessings that we receive come from God. God knows best what we need and even what we desire. He promises to supply our needs, Philippians 4:19. He also told us that He would give us the desires of our heart, Psalms 37:4. When we make ourselves pliable to the will of God by living within our means, we give God the tools to supply our needs and our desires. Our desires are always right when we consider the will of God for our lives. We can rest in the fact that His blessing will be enough to meet our needs and even desires. The Bible has a warning about the spiritual hold of money that it can obtain over us. The love of money is the root of all evil. 1 Timothy 6:10. Now, money itself is not evil. However, the love of possessing money and the things that money can buy can be the root of all evil. To have money or not to have money is not sinful. When our desire to have money is so overwhelming that we will stoop by any means to get money, then we become evil. Therefore, endeavoring to have money, no matter what we have to do to get it, is where the root of all evil grows from. We find one example of this in the Old Testament story of Achan. We read about the evil of Achan's trespass in Joshua chapter 7 and verse 21. Achan said this, "When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I desired them, and I took them. And behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it." Achan sinned by taking the things that God had told the Israelites not to take. He had sinned because he was disobedient and impatient. The very thing that Achan had stolen was later given to the Israelites as a spoil of their victory. When we become impatient and fail to wait on our blessings, we often displease the Lord. The sin of impatience will also affect our family financially. We spend money impatiently, either on things we do not need or things that God will provide for us in another way. Not only did Achan suffer drastically for his own sin, but sadly his family did as well. Christians, remember, we must live within our means. We must not spend what we do not have, or we will spend ourselves into bondage. I pray that we will keep these things in our memory so we can avoid that monetary bondage.